fighting spirit of the USC Trojans.
Pechanga Resort Casino, proud partner of USC football.
Postmates, great restaurant selection and no delivery fee or service fee on eligible orders. Fight on. And by Salaya Tequila,
proud partner of the USC Trojans.
Proud partner of the USC Trojans. Stay tuned for the USC Football Wrap Up Show presented by Modelo, the fighting spirit of the USC Trojans. Jason Schwartz and Sua Cravens will talk all things USC football. Take your phone calls and more.
Right here on the ESPN LA USC Trojan Media Network. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Trojan fans, celebrate every Trojan win and enjoy the sweet taste of victory with a free donut at Ralph's the day after the win. Download your digital coupon from the Ralph's app to score your free donut at any Los Angeles area Ralph's store. It's our way of saying thanks. 1 free donut per customer with digital coupon, available the day after each Trojan victory while supplies last. Ralph's, fresh for everyone, and proud partner of USC Athletics. Fight on.
Now, 2 Pigeons and Coach Prime bemoaning the fact you can stream DirecTV satellite-free.
These humans get the biggest college football games on DirecTV,
and we don't even get a satellite dish.
Enough squawking.
It's Coach Prime.
Bring it in. Sure, they can get all that college football without a dish, but you still got your passion, your drive, your resolve, your
incredible career as a football icon?
No, that's me.
Stream the biggest college football games. No satellite dish. Visit DirecTV.com.
For a USC touchdown.
It's time for the USC Football Wrap Up Show presented by Modelo,
the fighting spirit of the USC Trojans.
We will break down the game, hear some highlights, and take your calls.
USC football is a final, and we wrap it up right now.
Here are your hosts, Jason Schwartz and Sua Cravens.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. 866-961-ESPN is our number. That's 866-961-3776. With Sua Cravens, I'm Jason Schwartz, and this is Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. Wrapping up USC's loss at Minnesota, 24-17, the final score. Sua, I know, we got plenty of thoughts on this one, and I'm sure all of you out there listening on the radio, listening on the ESPN LA app, watching us on the YouTube stream. I'm sure you guys have plenty to say and plenty of thoughts as well. So again, 866-961-3776. Get in the queue, and I'll bring Sua in. And I mean, where do you want to begin?
Trash, garbage. That was so trash to lose to Minnesota. That's just awful, man. It's so bad. Just so bad. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's I
don't want to hear no positive, no head up, and we fought hard, and we gave it our roughest, toughest effort. I don't care about none of that. None of it.
Yeah, frustrating. I mean, frustrating for sure. Look, it's going to be tough to travel across the country and win on the road against Big Ten opponents. We knew that going in.
If we can't beat Minnesota, then
we're
can't beat
Minnesota. In some trouble.
Yeah, Big Ten. It don't matter. Big Ten, ACC, American, the Atlantic, SWAC. It don't matter. If we can't beat Minnesota, we got bigger problems than to think about, the Big Ten as a whole. No, we the individual, us, got issues. Now, it don't matter who we play.
Tough thing here is SC's 3-2 on the year now, 1-2 in conference play. They're 0-2 on the road in the Big Ten. And they've got Penn State coming to the Coliseum next week. I mean, yeah, SC gets them at home, and this was a game that, I mentioned this at the end of the show last week too, asking about could today be a trap game. I don't think it ended up being one. I mean, I just think that that SC just went on the road and got beat. But if SC can't come up with a win next week against Penn State, they're 3-3 halfway through the regular season. And, I think that obviously everybody's fortunate this year that there are 12 playoff teams, but 3-3 halfway through, I mean, there are no guarantees.
Ain't no guarantees right now. Ain't no guarantee. Realistically speaking, we would have to beat Penn State and then win out to have a chance to qualify for the conference championship. And more than likely we wouldn't, because there would be probably two one-loss conference teams. So we would hope and have to wish that we get in somehow as like the 12th seed or the 11th seed, while two other teams get in before us from the same conference. So it's looking doom and gloom as far as playoffs are concerned right now, before the Penn State game.
What did this one come down to for you?
We just shot an air ball. You just shot, like I've been saying it from the jump. We cannot come out starting slow and giving up points and not following through in the red zone and scoring when we have the opportunity to do so. The first drive was perfect. Everything we wanted. Driving down the field, missed the field goal. That is so big when we
And there was a drop before that, too.
A drop before that, like it hit Zach right in the face. Like, we are not good enough to start out slow, and we can't put our defense in and no excuse for our defense. We tackled horrendously tonight. Awful. It looked like last year. It looked like soon as the ball was handed off, guys are jumping in and out of gaps, not staying focused or disciplined to their gap integrity, peeking into lanes. Now we got two guys on one gap. A 5-yard gain goes for 15 because two guys missed tackles down the field, like everything we saw last year. So we reverted back to what we did, our old habits, and we got exposed tonight by a team that could not throw the ball.
And just to piggyback off something you just said, to add to it, I mean, we're not good enough. Nobody's good enough to start off slow every game.
Yeah.
I mean, really good teams don't start off slow every game. You might every once in a while and be able to overcome it. But, I mean, this is a slow start now in each of the 3 Big Ten games.
Our offense isn't playing well right now. We're not scoring points. So how do we think that we could win games starting out slow and then in the second half, even though when we quote-unquote pick it up, we're still not scoring 40-plus points a game?
Right.
So...
And today, even though we did come out and the team played well in that third quarter, offense moved the ball very well. I mean,
turnovers,
but turnovers, and you end up with 7 points.
We ran the ball well today. We ran the ball
very well.
Woody Marks was going for like 6-7 yards a carry. I'm like, look at the offense when we don't need Miller to make Superman throws on third down, but doesn't matter because we get into the red zone and then we turn the ball over. So it's just. We went into reverse tonight. We went back to our old identity of last year in our brand of football tonight.
Trojan fans want the inside scoop on this game and all things Trojans. Be sure to sign up for the 3 Torches presented by Smart and Final. It's a free newsletter that'll hit your email inbox 3 times a week with game info, player insights, and more. Go to usctrojans.com/3 Torches and sign up. All right, well, obviously, we could go on here. We want to hear from you guys all eventually. 866-961-ESPN, 866-961-3776 to call into the show. We got highlights coming up for you when we come back after this break. You're listening to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo on the ESPN LA USC Trojans Media Network.
Ready to take your goals to the end zone? If you live in LA or Orange counties, a bank-beating loan from USC Credit Union could be your winning play. Whether it's purchasing a new or used car, earning credit card rewards, switching to clean energy, or buying your dream home, we've got competitive rates, quick approvals, and expert guidance to get it done. Make the winning play and fight on to savings with an affordable USC Credit Union loan today. Visit usccreditunion.org to get started. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Housing.
Love staying ahead of the game with the latest tech? Meet Helium Mobile, the first phone carrier powered by the people. Experience coverage from the nation's largest 5G network and a network built by people like you. For just $20 a month, get unlimited talk, text, and data. Plus, earn crypto for contributing to the network, which you can use to pay your phone plan. Whether you're a USC Trojans fan, student, employee, or just trying to save a buck on your phone bill, Helium Mobile is for you. Make the switch today at HelloHelium.com. Fight on.
No matter what you're looking for in a non-alcoholic beer, there's only one name that has it all. Athletic Brewing Co. Full flavor? It's athletic. Huge variety? It's athletic. Award-winning styles you can get online, at the bar, or the grocery store? It's athletic. In fact, when it comes to amazing non-alcoholic beer, there's no question. It's athletic. Ask for it and find out. Go to askforathletic.com to find your closest retailer today. Near Beer.
It's time to recharge, reconnect, and rediscover your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. And with your resort favorites back in action, there's all of the excitement and comfort you love with the peace of mind you can depend on. So whenever you're ready for a little rest, a little relaxation, and a lot of fun, we'll be here. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino today.
You're listening to USC Minnesota right now on 710. Don't forget, next Saturday, USC Penn State. Coverage at 10:30 a.m. right here on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Fight on!
Hey, Trojan fans, celebrate every Trojan win and enjoy the sweet taste of victory with a free donut at Ralph's the day after the win. Download your digital coupon from the Ralph's app to score your free donut at any Los Angeles area Ralph's store.
Welcome back to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. Sua Craven's Jason Schwartz with you after USC loses at Minnesota 24-17. The final score tonight, 866-961. ESPN is our number, 866-961-3776. Give us a call, get in the queue. Plenty to talk about for sure. But first, we got some calls to listen to, the highlights from tonight's game. The highlights from tonight's game, and we start in the first half. Trojans down 3-0, able to get on the board. It was Miller Moss to Deuce Robinson.
Moss goes in motion away, leaving Marks back there in the Wildcat. Takes the snap, runs into the line and into the end zone, and that's a touchdown USC. And SC has the lead.
Deuce, I know he doesn't want to. We might have to think about playing him at tight end and creating a mismatch for every play, every time we're in 11 personnel, because they clearly cannot guard him down the field. Now imagine an inside linebacker trying to chase him up the vertical seam. So I'm just saying, I know Deuce doesn't want to do it, but more highlights like that are possible if he does move to tight end.
Trojans would fall behind 10-7, momentum swinging towards the Gophers late in the first half, but big play by the defense, got the ball back and set him up to tie it before going to the locker room.
2nd and 5, throw over the middle of the 50. Taylor stays on his feet, fumbled the football. It's a live ball, and it is recovered by USC. The aforementioned Nate Clifton at the 47-yard line.
Great play, but these forced fumbles were coming off bend but don't break drives like we saw last year, just getting gashed in the run game. And we came up with a good forced fumble right there, but as we saw as the game continued, just can't afford to give up 5 yards of carry.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the defense played better early in the game than they did late when it seemed like they just ran out of gas. Mentioned that fumble would set up the Trojans to tie the game before going to the locker room, and here it is. This is how it sounded.
54-yard field goal try for Michael Lance to tie the game at the half. Kick is away. It's got straight. It's got the distance, and he made that one, too. Timeout this. Michael Lance with a 54-yard field goal at the gun. The score at halftime, USC 10, Minnesota 10.
The most impressive thing about that is that he made that kick twice, back-to-back. Made it the first time, it was a timeout.
Yep.
Dead center again the second time.
And I like Pete coming with the sass towards the Minnesota sideline. All right, so it was 10-10 going into the locker room. We felt pretty good about things considering how good of a second-half team the Trojans have been in conference play this season. And sure enough, after their first drive stalled, their second one marched down the field, and it was Woody Marks who got in the end zone.
Moss goes in motion away, leaving Marks back there in the Wildcat. Takes the snap, runs into the line and into the end zone, and that's a touchdown USC, and SC has the lead.
Woody Marks played really well, and he's been playing really well. This is the first game I saw him really get the carries that he deserves, and he looked really good. The O-line got a lot of push up front tonight, but just wasn't enough to capitalize on a W.
Trojans led 17-10, and little did we know that was late in the third quarter, and that would be the last time they scored in this game. Minnesota outscoring them 14-0 to finish it off, and here's how the final touchdown sounded with under a minute to go.
After review, it is a touchdown.
I don't see
I don't know how they could make the call. They had to guess as where the ball was rather than know as where the ball was.
Yeah, there's no view where they thought they could see a football cross.
I'm not sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it was.
I'll be the bad guy. That was 100% a touchdown. But technically, given the rules, they have to go off of what the call on the field was, and it was called short on the field, and then there has to be indisputable evidence.
Okay, but you just said 100%.
Yes, like
you saw on TV
any
it was a
person
touchdown.
with two eyes in their head.
Is that not indisputable?
No, it's not, because I can't factually say that my two eyes see pigskin football crossing said goal line. All I see is the quarterback crossing the goal line, but there was a fumble. If you go towards the end of the play, the quarterback didn't even have the ball in his hands by the time he hit the ground. So technically, there was no definitive evidence on video to show where he lost the ball, where the ball crossed the plane. There was not one angle. So I get the frustration for USC fans that are going to hold on to that. But it was 100% a touchdown. No, it was 100% a touchdown.
How are you at all in any way? I mean,
no. If the roles were reversed,
there's no part of me that feels in any way frustrated by that as costing us this game.
No, if the roles were reversed and that was USC QB sneaking and they called it short and then reviewed it and said it wasn't a touchdown, LA would be rioting. It looked like the 90s all over again. So, no.
If there was one thing, I wanted a better look on TV, and I didn't know what it looked like for those in the stadium, but I didn't think we got a good enough look on, was it a pass to Jacoby Lane there in that last drive that we had where they were draped all over him? I thought it looked like PI, yeah.
I mean, they can't review
well, I'm
PI.
saying, no, I know. What I'm saying is, if anything, like that is a call that I go back and look at and say, hey, I think we got robbed here. And we didn't get a good look on the TV broadcast. They didn't really show us like a really good replay.
Yeah, no, that was PI, 100%. And it's crazy because they don't throw the flag on that PI, but then you throw the one on Jacoby in the red zone that sets up their game-tying score.
All right, well, those were the so-called highlights, Sua, from today's game. Trojans fall to Minnesota 24-17, the final score. And USC fans, you getting hungry? It's always a good idea to order with Postmates. They have some of the best restaurants in town and are the only delivery app that drops the delivery fee and service fee on all eligible orders over $50. Terms apply. See app for details. All right, we've kicked things off. We've gone through the highlights, and that means we are about to get to your phone calls. We'll start that next when we come back after this break on Trojans Wrap Up, presented by Modelo on the ESPN LA Trojans Media Network.
We're not just the Trojans, we're your Trojans. Coach Lincoln Riley here to let you know how to customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Trojan pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Trojans. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official retail bank of USC Athletics.
Copyright 2024 Wells Fargo Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
At Audi, expectations matter. It's why what's standard on every Audi SUV are features that exceed yours. How we get there matters. The Audi family of SUVs. Progress you can feel.
Don't let someone else drive off in the Audi model you've always wanted. Visit your Southern California Audi dealer to get behind the wheel of yours today. Or visit SoCalAudiDealers.com for more information.
Tommy Trojan is at the 10, the 5, touchdown, USC!
Make big plays on the field and in life. With iTrust Capital, you can buy and sell crypto 24/7 with the tax benefits of a retirement account. That's right, invest in crypto with the tax advantages of an IRA. iTrust Capital is easy to use and has no sign-up fees. Don't be a Monday morning quarterback. Make big plays now. Visit itrustcapital.com/USC to start investing today. The official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. Taxes and conditions may apply. Fees apply. Cryptocurrencies are a speculative investment.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You're listening to USC football on the home of the Trojans, 710 ESPN. Fight on.
Whether it's before, after, or during the game, stop by Lazy Dog Restaurants at LA Live for handcrafted, made from scratch meals. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
Welcome back to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. Sua Cravens, Jason Schwartz with you after USC falls at Minnesota 24-17. Trojans fall to 3-2 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. And we are about to hit the phone lines, but I guess if you listen to the show, and I think you do, you might know Helen of Troy as our first caller, and we're informed today apparently Helen's about to have a new grandchild is what we're hearing. So she's I guess she's busier with the only thing I could possibly say, could take precedence over Trojan football.
We'll let it slide this time, Helen. I'm a family man myself, so I guess I'll give you a pass this time around. Congratulations.
Well, this breaks a streak. I mean, I don't know what that streak is, but we're talking like 3-4 seasons here.
She's got like a 99% appearance rate. Like, she doesn't miss games. She's an iron horse.
Well, Helen, congratulations to you and your family. Miss you on the show today, and so that opens up the leadoff spot in the lineup, and we got Brad and Brea returning to the show. Brad, you're our first caller, and what you got for us?
I beat out Helen of Troy.
We were just letting you know that Helen's not calling this week. She's about to have a new grandchild, so is what we hear. So
God bless her.
We'll let it slide.
All right,
but that means you got big shoes to fill.
You know what? I always laugh when I call in. I listen to Sua, and I'm like, yeah, he pretty much touched everything I was going to talk about. I'm telling you, to Minnesota, it was painful to watch that game. The O-line, we're running the ball great, but the O-line, Elijah Page is getting burned, left tackle, getting lit up like a menorah all night long. And the game's won and lost in the trenches. We've got to shore up that O-line. We made some adjustments and stuff, which was great. And it's just I'm just going to touch on a couple of things. The officiating, I'm not whipping a dead horse here, but it just seems like
it's
the
horrendous.
Big Ten.
It's horrendous.
It's
absolutely
horrendous.
Abysmal.
And I'm watching this, I'm going, okay, I thought the Pac-12 officials were bad. We could get no love in our conference, even though we were the cash cow. And we go to the Big Ten, and they're just like, yeah, thanks for kicking our butts all these years in the Rose Bowl. We're just gonna treat you, like we do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Sue, I'd love your feedback on Zachariah. I mean, he's got more talent than God. I don't want to pick fly poop out of Pepper here, but he just looks different in the last 3 games and on kickoffs. He just, I'm not picking out individual plays. We don't do that.
Yeah.
But
we just don't know how to use them. We don't know how to use them. We'll just keep it a stack with you. It's the same thing we did with Riley. We don't know how to get him the ball in creative ways, and it's just doesn't fit the flow of the offense. And I don't know. I don't know the answer. But I'm not going to say it now. But I have something in the back of my head that I think is going to, transpire from that situation. But I hope it doesn't. But, I mean, all signs are pointing to the inevitable.
You're just going to put that out there? And
I mean, yeah, all signs are pointing to the inevitable. I'm going to keep it real, bro. I don't care. I'm going to keep it a stack. Like, bro, I was a player.
What I'm saying is, like, you just said you have a way you think it's going to play out, but then
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say because I don't like to put. My mom always said don't talk evil. No power in the tongue. So the fandom in me, I refuse to say what I know very well what could happen as an athlete, as a former player. I know how these dudes feel, but if things don't change as far as him specifically and his role on this offense, there will be changes.
Hey, Brad, thanks for the call. Always appreciate it. Let's keep it rolling. We got Mitch. Mitch in New Jersey. What's going on, Mitch? How you doing after the Trojans fall in Minnesota 24-17?
Fight on. Disappointing. I mean, there were a lot of upsets today.
Yes, there were.
It's about to be another upset in Berkeley. Cal's up on Miami, 11 points right now.
They have a good quarterback. That kid Mendoza, you're going to be seeing him on Sunday. He got good arm.
My former DC.
What you got, Mitch? What'd you think of SC tonight?
It's like you got to put pedal to the metal, and we don't seem to do that. But they must be holding a lot. The penalties, they're always going against USC. They're afraid to throw flags. That we have to earn it. Like it's a why we're wrestling thing. It's just that we have I think we have the best set of wide receivers. And besides Zachary, I mean, Kobe Lane, will they double team him? Or besides holding because he only got the ball.
We just don't have the time to deliver any balls down the field right now. Our O-line, we look like Colorado's O-line right now. Miller does not have time to sit in the pocket and deliver passes.
He does a very good job of moving around in the pocket and just creating some time for himself.
But when it gets bad, it gets really bad. And it gets bad in moments where we need it to be good. So, yeah. There's just, like I said, we need to look in the mirror.
Seems like you can just tell who's going to be getting around the guy Rush. He's so far outside, but then he gets around that left tackle or right tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he must lose like 5 pounds every game, Miller Morris.
Anything else, Mitch?
We have an outside shot, though. I'm sorry?
I just said anything else?
It's just disappointing. I mean, the running game was great. Jordan, I like that runaway. I like the other 2 runners behind him. I haven't seen I don't remember his name. Peterson? Did he redshirt? Also, but anyway, Woods was so good today, but we play like my phone call tell you. So, and congratulations on Howard. God bless my grandchild.
All right, Mitch. Thanks for the call as always. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you next week. Hey, I do want to say one thing. I wanted to bring it up at some point in the show, but I mean, there's chaos in college football this year. Mitch said it at the top of his call. A lot of teams, a lot of favorites lost today, including Alabama to Vanderbilt.
40 ball on your head, topped by Vandy. Okay.
Tennessee lost. Miami down in the second quarter by 2 scores at Cal. So, I mean, there is chaos, and teams are going on the road and losing. And like you just said, parity. That's one thing I do think about when seeing the way, a game like today goes for SC. All right, let's take a break here on Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. But first, USC fans, if you plan on drinking tonight, have a go safely game plan and choose a sober way to go. Don't let friends drive drunk. Go safely, California, from the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. 866-961-3776. 866-961-3776 is the number. We'll take a break. Trojans fall to Minnesota 24-17. You're listening to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo on the ESPN LA Trojans Media Network.
Hey, it's Mace, and this is USC football back where it belongs on 710 ESPN. KSPN Los Angeles, a good Karma Brands radio station. Fight on!
Support for USC football comes from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News and World Report has once again named Children's Hospital Los Angeles the #1 hospital for kids in California. Ranked in the top 10 nationally, CHLA has been on the honor roll of best children's hospitals since the prestigious list was created. They've been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 120 years. Whether it's for routine care or life-saving needs, families turn to CHLA when the outcome matters. Clinical excellence, breakthrough research, and world-class expertise for kids. Find a doctor at chla.org.
Hi, it's Hannah, and welcome to the HannahCast. Today, Piggy Bank's gonna fuel our episode with questions about Arco rewards. Yep, earn up to $7 in rewards at sign-up. Uh-huh, and 5 cents on every gallon. Sounds pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? Here you go. Learn how to earn at arcorewards.com.
Offer valid until October 31st, 2024. By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Consent not required for purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
USC Trojan fans, Smart Stop Self Storage is ready for game day. Smart Stop Self Storage is committed to making the self-storage experience easy and hassle-free for all Trojan fans. Whether you're storing your Trojans tailgate gear, need temporary storage while moving to a new home, or need a storage solution for your business, we're here for you with convenient locations throughout Southern California. Smart Stop Self Storage, the smarter way to store. Visit smartstop.com to reserve your space today. Fight on. Fight on.
Hey, Trojan fans, celebrate every Trojan win and enjoy the sweet taste of victory with a free donut at Ralph's the day after the win. Download your digital coupon from the Ralph's app to score your free donut at any Los Angeles area Ralph's store. It's our way of saying thanks. 1 free donut per customer with digital coupon, available the day after each Trojan victory while supplies last. Ralph's, fresh for everyone, and proud partner of USC Athletics. Fight on.
710 ESPN, as the Dodgers and Padres battle, we are your home for real Dodgers talk. All the reaction Monday, all day on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Welcome back, everybody, to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. Modelo, the fighting spirit of the USC Trojans. USC falls to Minnesota tonight in Minneapolis, 24-17. Sua Craven's Jason Schwartz wrapping it up here for you, taking your phone calls. 866-961-ESPN, 866-961-3776 is the number to call. And again, a lot of people on the phone lines already tonight. A lot of people in the queue. So call us sooner than later, and let's get right back to it. We've got John in Orange County. John, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, guys. I have to say that I don't get the Big Ten Network, so I was listening to the game on the radio. So I wanted to ask you guys, since obviously you had eyes on the game, what was your thought about the impact of Eric Gentry not being able to play tonight on defense?
Eric's a great player. Obviously, we miss him whenever he's not on the field, but I don't think Eric's absence would have changed anything tonight. We weren't getting any knockback on the D-line. We weren't setting edges. Everybody was being irresponsible with their gap integrity and undisciplined and peeking and jumping in and out of gaps, which causes all sorts of issues. And we know what that looks like because we saw it all last year. So maybe Eric would have been one of the few players that didn't miss tackles tonight, but everybody was missing tackles, and everybody played a role in giving up the runs that were given up tonight.
John, thanks for the call. Let's keep it rolling. We've got Stan in Orange County. Stan, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I wanted to talk about our offensive, and I put that in quotes, offensive line. They're absolutely pathetic, and quite frankly, they should be ashamed of themselves. 2 interceptions, multiple passes batted down, and even an intentional grounding call tonight. However, that's the direct result of yet another week of Miller Moss running for his life and getting the snot knocked out of him. And don't get me started on tackles, number 72, Elijah Page, and number 76, Mason Murphy.
Stan, you're a pretty dramatic guy.
Well, It hurts my heart to see Miller Moss take a pounding week after week after week. I lost count tonight on the number of times, the number of blocks that those two whiffed on this week. And it directly led to those 2 interceptions, multiple passes batted down, and even that intentional grounding call. He just didn't have the time. We couldn't develop the long passing game because he didn't have time, and the receivers didn't have time to get downfield.
Yeah. All right. No, Stan, hey, point certainly gotten across there. And yeah, it was, it was rough. But, woo, man, I mean, that was some drama there.
He could voice over.
I was thinking that.
A horror
I was thinking
audio
that.
book.
Yeah.
He just has that passion,
Yep.
And I get it. Trust me.
The want to.
Yeah, exactly.
As Sua would say.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I get it. I feel it. I understand. Trust me. I don't think we need to harp on that topic. But, no, I get it.
Stan, thanks for the call and for the passion. Let's get one more call in before our next break. We got Jason in Yorba Linda. Jason, you're on Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, my boys, how are you guys doing?
Hey, man, we're hanging in, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reeling too. But anyhow, shout out to you, Sua. Shout out to you, Jason. Shout out to my son, Jason, and my girl, Elaine. So 3 points. Offense, the stunting. 2, defense. It appears that we reverted. And 3, coaching. I don't know. Uninspired football is what I saw today. So let's go back to the first point. Offense. They're bringing in 4-man rush, and we lose against a stunt. And guess what? Miller Moss is just getting hit, and that just can't happen. Michigan, Wisconsin, and now today Minnesota. No answer. The second thing, defense. Poor tackling. Sue, I think you mentioned it earlier on the commentary, but we were just not tackling at all, and I think we're reverting, and I don't understand. And then third, coaching. Riley, Lynn, Henson. What are you guys telling these guys? Why are we playing uninspired football? Man, I love SC football. You guys love SC football. Come on, we got to get it together, man. Thanks a lot.
Well, one, we've already covered the O-line, so I won't go back over that topic. But 2, I wouldn't say we're reverting. It's one of those nights where guys aren't finishing tackles. I say it every week, and I know people get tired of hearing it, and they might think, oh, he's just repeating himself. But there's no secret to it. There's a method to the madness to be a great defender. You have to want to tackle. The want to do the things that hurt and are annoying and it sucks, and you have to do it every play. But this is what it takes to win. Not a lot of people want to sign up to do that. And you can't pick and choose when you want to and when you don't, because then you see weeks where it's like, oh, we're a fast-paced, hard-hitting defense, and then weeks where it's like, what are we doing? We can't stop a nosebleed. So it's want to. And 3, I wouldn't say Coach Lynn or anybody on the defensive staff hasn't held up their end of the bargain up to this point. I mean, you're going to have days like this, but as far as the defensive staff goes, they've come in and improved the defensive side of the ball 5 times over from what we've seen as far as coaching goes. But I will say offense, offense needs to be better.
And to use a word like reverting, I mean, I kind of look at this game tonight and kind of think this is kind of the team we've been for the last few weeks. It's just that last week we were at home and we were able to make enough plays to overcome it. But, we've kind of seen the same thing for the last 3 weeks, which is certainly not all bad, not even close. But it's just about, making the plays and things going your way at the end. And when it comes down to 1 or 2 plays in a game, obviously it can go either way. All right, still lots of callers to get to. 866-961-ESPN is our number, 866-961-3776. We'll take another break, and we'll come back. Trojans fall to Minnesota 24-17. You're listening to the ESPN LA Trojans Media Network.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Welcome to the Postmates Wellness Retreat. Let's start by breathing. Phase in, phase out. Picture a big, juicy burger with melted cheese on a toasted brioche bun. And it's all free of fees. Now let's make that vision a reality.
Go fee-free with Postmates. No delivery fee or service fee on eligible orders over $50. Offer terms and exclusions apply. See app for details.
Love staying ahead of the game with the latest tech? Meet Helium Mobile, the first phone carrier powered by the people. Experience coverage from the nation's largest 5G network and a network built by people like you. For just $20 a month, get unlimited talk, text, and data. Plus, earn crypto for contributing to the network, which you can use to pay your phone plan. Whether you're a USC Trojans fan, student, employee, or just trying to save a buck on your phone bill, Helium Mobile is for you. Make the switch today at HelloHelium.com. Fight on.
Tommy Trojan is at the 10, the 5, touchdown, USC!
Make big plays on the field and in life. With iTrust Capital, you can buy and sell crypto 24/7 with the tax benefits of a retirement account. That's right, invest in crypto with the tax advantages of an IRA. iTrust Capital is easy to use and has no sign-up fees. Don't be a Monday morning quarterback. Make big plays now. Visit iTrustCapital.com/USC to start investing today. The official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. Taxes and conditions may apply. Fees apply. Cryptocurrencies are a speculative investment.
Tomorrow on 710 ESPN, we've got Rams-Packers. Coverage starts at 11:30 a.m. Then Lakers preseason basketball. Coverage begins at 4:30 p.m. Tomorrow on the destination for LA Sports, 710 ESPN.
Introducing Salaya Tequila, brought to you by USC football legends Matt and Ryan Khalil. Celebrate your story with homegrown spirits, Salaya Tequila.
Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. He's Sua Cravens. I'm taking your phone calls. 866-961-3776 is the number. Trojans lose at Minnesota tonight, 24-17. The final score, Trojans led by 7 in the second half. Minnesota with the QB sneak on 4th and inches from the 2-inch line to get in, and that was the difference in the game ultimately. All right, let's get back to the callers. We got Mickey. Is this Mickey? And it says question mark. Mickey and Encino.
Encino. Yeah. Hi guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, what's up, Mickey?
Just to say about the offensive line, there's no agility there. They're not agile. They can't move from side to side, and when they try and pass block to give a guy 2 or 3 steps on you, they can't beat those guys. They can't hold them off, okay? There's really no agility there. But Sua was right about one thing. When you're a team that can't open up a 3-touchdown lead, then errors, drop passes, penalties, fumbles are so critical because, it's like a team with a 1-run lead and a lousy bullpen.
Yeah.
You're not going to win games, okay? So what you have to have is almost a perfect, Zach dropped that pass, and he was going to get a touchdown because there was nobody there, and he can move. We know that. But if you watch Woody doesn't have the ability like a Zachariah or a Bush to plant the foot
very few
and
do.
go. And yes, very few do. He doesn't have the ability to plant the foot and go 90 degrees to the open field. And when he tries to do that, watch him. He stumbles. When he stumbles, he only goes straight. He can't go anywhere else. But I'll tell you, it's mistakes.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's the agility of the offensive line that can't pass block. And you want to know what beats that, though? Hit the man on the line. Don't pass block. Hit him on the line. Give them a chance to get one more second. Because once you pass block into a cup and you get that defensive man 3 steps at you, you're done. He's got the momentum. He's going to beat you if you're not agile.
All right, Mickey.
So I think he just...
Hey, thanks a lot, Mickey, for the call. A lot of passion there, too.
Says that the O-line doesn't bend at the waist. That is a problem.
Let's keep it going. We got another Jason on the line. Jason in LA. Jason, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Jason. Hey, Sua.
What's up, Jason?
Hey, we could blame the officials. We could blame the offensive line's pass protection. We could blame missed tackles. But I put the blame on Lincoln Riley. He said it himself. We were running the ball at will. Our running backs averaged over 7 yards a carry tonight. We had the ball 3rd and 4 in the early fourth quarter. We had the ball 3rd and 4 at their 35. We run the ball twice there, we'd be talking about a victory right now. But instead, we pass the ball, arm gets his arm knocked, and we get an interception. We could have just ran the ball down their throats in the second half, and we would have had a win despite all the other issues. I put the blame on Lincoln Riley tonight. Thanks, guys.
Jason, thanks for the call.
Hey, the offense has not played well. They just haven't. And
yeah, they don't really seem to have found their rhythm or identity, certainly.
Can't put the defense in certain situations that they've put the defense in. This is now 3 games in a row where the offense has gotten the ball, fourth quarter, with a chance to put the game away, and gave it right back. These are just facts, not my opinion. The offense, just right now, our 4-minute offense, our 2-minute offense, our offense, the first 15 scripted offense, the first 15 plays you run to start a game, every aspect of our offense, it is not fluid and it doesn't have a rhythm right now.
And definitely lack of explosive plays for sure.
Can't protect them. Can't protect our quarterback, so that makes sense. We can't get the ball downfield, and we don't run the ball consistent enough. So I don't know how you alleviate this pressure.
Let's go to our next caller. We got Lamar in Palmdale. Lamar, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
All right, man. How are you?
Good. Well, based on the fact that Alabama lost to Vanderbilt today,
40 ball,
we're going to have 2 signature wins beginning with next week. And if we don't beat Penn State next week, we're going to have to run the table and hopefully end up with a 9-3, which is a pretty respectable record. However, I think our problem's a little bit more deeper than that.
It wouldn't be respectable with 3 losses to the 3 of the tougher teams in our conference. It wouldn't be respectable because then it's just you're a team that beat everybody that you were supposed to beat, but you lost the 3 tests. So that losing next week is not an option as far as playoff contentions go, or any type of respect from the media or voters in that aspect. I highly doubt we are even considered a playoff team with a loss next week, regardless if we ran the table afterwards.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you in that respect. But we didn't get any respect last year. When we beat the Arizona teams, we dropped down in the rankings, and Arizona did pretty well. And Arizona State held Washington to no touchdowns. So beating them, wasn't a plus for us. But, I digress. I think our problems are a little bit deeper. We finally got rid of the Grinch that stole defense. But I think our offensive line has to be a little bit better. You never see the top quarterbacks in the NFL and other places running for their lives on every play, and we don't beat up the other team's quarterback the way our quarterback has been getting beat up. So I think if we can shore up that offensive line, I don't know if we need to max protect or what, but we got to give our quarterback a little bit more time to find his receivers. So if we don't get that fixed, we're not a playoff team regardless of what we do, okay? At this point, we're not really playing like a playoff team. We're playing like an average team or maybe a good team or whatever. But like you said, to get the respect from the media and to be deemed a playoff team, we really got to shore up our offensive line.
I agree in the sense with you guys that if we lose next week, obviously things don't look good. I think there's a lot of unknowns. We've just never seen this 12-team football, this 12-team playoff before. So, with all the parity this year and the upsets we've seen, I think it's just hard to say whether or not next week definitively is must-win
it's
to
definitive.
the playoffs.
It's definitive.
I think that it would be unlikely to, in this hypothetical, to anticipate us winning out with the way things have gone. Obviously, that would require a big shift in the consistency of this football team. And but if they were to do that, I mean, hey, momentum,
You're
6-0
like the
second
You're
half.
like the Yahoo Fantasy win projector percentage in the middle of my screen when I check my matchup. That's what you are right now.
The one that you listen to all the time?
No, I don't listen to it because it said the last 3 weeks, 42% chance of winning, and guess who won the last 3 weeks? Yeah. But that's who you are right now.
See, so we're talking fantasy again now that you've won. You weren't going to.
We're going to talk about this. You want to talk about what we just watched on TV? Because I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Hey, Lamar, thanks so much for the call. Let's do one more before we go to a break. Let's get Harry in LA. Harry, what's going on? You're on Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is a tough loss for us. I think I was just going to ask you guys what you think about. I think we had to change a little bit of how we do things. Maybe bringing back some old school type football with a fullback and kind of having some little bit of O-line protection. Not like the O-line is going to change in the next couple of games. So why not bring one of the tight ends and line them up as a fullback and kind of go a little bit of like Norm Chow, some old school stuff.
Yeah, you got the wrong coaches. If that's what you're looking for. Coach Riley, that is an air raid, pass first, new age offense, and the days of smash mouth 12-21 football, at least at the college level, are long gone. Outside of the traditional teams like Army and Navy that still run sniffer type offenses. So yeah, that's a big ask.
All right, Harry, appreciate the call. Fight on, Trojans, and fly on with ONT. Ontario International Airport is a proud sponsor of our USC Trojans. Visit SoCalSoEasy.com to book your journey through ONT today. Still a little bit more Trojans Wrap Up to get to. Give us a call. 866-961-3776 is the number. 866-961-3776. Trojans fall at Minnesota 24-17. Back with more on the ESPN LA Trojans Media Network.
Trojan fans, you may not think of yourself as an athlete, but everyday life is full of athletic feats. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist until back, neck, or shoulder pain hits, which brings you to a stop. But whether you're an athlete or not, The Joint Chiropractic can help ease your pain and keep you on the active list. Visit thejoint.com today to get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. The Joint Chiropractic, the official chiropractor of the USC Trojans.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
At Audi, what drives you matters. But what you're driving towards matters more. The new fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron. How we get there matters.
Don't let someone else drive off in the Audi model you've always wanted. Visit your Southern California Audi dealer to get behind the wheel of yours today. Or visit SoCalAudiDealers.com for more information.
Hey, Los Angeles and Orange County, tired of being just a number at your bank? Become a member owner of USC Credit Union. Now residents of LA and Orange counties can join the Trojans Credit Union of choice. Enjoy better rates on deposits and loans, plus access to the largest shared banking network nationwide and 24/7 mobile banking. Open your account in minutes at usccreditunion.org. Huddle up for better banking with USC Credit Union, the official credit union of USC Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome to the HannahCast. Today, Piggy Bank's gonna fuel our episode with questions about Argo rewards. Yep, earn up to $5 in rewards at sign up. Uh-huh, and 5 cents on every gallon. Sounds pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? Here you go. Learn how to earn at arcorewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Consent not required for purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Introducing Stone Fight On Pale Ale, with a balanced blend of hops and a deep golden color as vibrant as the Southern California sunshine. Stone Fight On Pale Ale is brewed to be the perfect companion for the beach, the tailgate, or cheering on the Trojans. Stone Fight On Pale Ale is best enjoyed by holding a can in one hand and raising a V for victory with the other. Find Stone Fight On Pale Ale near you at find.stonebrewing.com. That's find.stonebrewing.com. Stone Brewing is a proud partner of USC Athletics.
Looking for the play of the day? That's easy. Fight on to victory with USC and fly on faster with ONT, the fastest and easiest airport experience in SoCal. Not to mention, Ontario International Airport has over 70 nonstop flights to more than 20 major destinations with less traffic coming in and out. In other words, getting here is a breeze, and so is following our Trojans anywhere the season takes them. Because let's be honest, faster is always better when it comes to your airport. Start planning your next journey today at SoCalSoEasy.com.
USC Minnesota right now, do not miss Coach Regan Riley's comments on Trojans Live, Monday at 6 p.m. right here on your home of Trojans football, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey, Trojan fans, celebrate every Trojan win and enjoy the sweet taste of victory with a free donut at Ralph's the day after the win. Download your digital coupon from the Ralph's app to score your free donut at any Los Angeles area Ralph's store. 24-17, the final. Trojans
can I say something
do not win. Yes. Were you going to rap?
No.
Did I interrupt you?
Jesus Christ. No. I'm just talking to Jerome. You know, he called in a few weeks ago. He's a Padres fan, and he's been in the group chat talking so much cash, and it's all my brothers and all their older friends. They're all Dodgers fans, and they told him, stop talking crazy and put money where your mouth is. The Dodgers fans tried to bet these Padres fans, and I don't bet. Let's just let a good game be a good game. So he weaseled out of the bet, and they lost tonight. Now he's salty in the text messages. So Rome. Yeah, Rome, the Padres. What's good? Poo-poo sauce. Ohtani, baby. Y'all gave up 2 leads.
I couldn't take the USC game and a Dodgers loss in game 1. So at least
Rome,
that happened.
Scared money don't make no money. They don't make no money.
All right. Let's get back to the phone lines, shall we? We got Pam out in Temple City. Pam's been waiting patiently. Pam, welcome back to the show. How you feeling?
Oh, well, it could be better like you guys, but thanks for having me, and I hopefully Helen's grandchild's going to be a Trojan. Anyway,
can you imagine if it wasn't? What Helen would do?
With our luck, it'll be a golden gopher.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What I was going to say is what concerned me today was the slow start, obviously. When the Trojans attempted a field goal, which they didn't make, but that didn't cost them the game. But what happens, I think, is that the other team gets more confident every time we get down the field and we don't get points. And so that just makes them confident. Our defense has to be on the field too much. And whatever the stupid refs do, it shouldn't come down to that. Whatever mistakes they make, what it's coming down to is the X's and O's aren't being met up with by the coaches. I don't know what needs to be done, but I remember saying last year when we went to the Big Ten that there was going to be problems with the weather and the time zone and the travel. We haven't had to deal with any of that diversity. Time zones have been okay. The weather's been okay.
Well, and just in fairness, I mean, Michigan's 3 time zones, Minnesota's 2 time zones. They had a stat today that said that so far in the Big Ten this year, coming into the day, the only teams traveling more than 2 time zones for a game are 1-7 to start the year. The lone win being Indiana at UCLA. So this does fall into that category.
It does, but I mean we haven't had to play at 9 in the morning like UCLA did today. Of course they lost, so that's good. But I just think something's missing from the X's and O's, and if we don't start out fast and we don't get Miller some more protection, I don't think anything's going to change, and we don't need to talk about playoffs, because if we got into the playoffs, we'd be humiliated.
Playoffs? No, I ain't talking. I'm not talking about the playoffs.
Yeah, but people have been talking about running the table. I mean, the way we are, we'll be lucky if we beat Penn State next week. And I'm not saying that because I don't want them to win. I want them to, but I just feel there's something missing in this coaching staff. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the defense, but the X's and O's on the offense are not there. So I just pray that things can change, but I don't see it. And I really appreciate you guys letting me vent.
Yeah, of course, Pam. Thanks for the call, as always.
Pam was frustrated, man. She had to get some off her chest right there. We got Pam hot.
Who isn't? I mean, this is, if there was ever a USC football therapy session, I mean, we've had some passion on the phone lines tonight.
Oh, pick six.
Pick six.
Cal, pick six. Oh, up 28-10 on them Canes.
What?
Oh, put a little stain on it. Yeah.
Started the third quarter there.
California over Florida ball, always.
All right, more calls to get to. We got Nick in Dallas. Nick, you're on Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Nick.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. At least the Dodgers won today to ease some of the pain. But
facts. If my fantasy team doesn't win tomorrow, I'm going to crash out.
Yeah, I agree with those callers, the previous two or three callers. It just, something doesn't look right. I don't think it's the coaching staff, but Lincoln, he gets too pass happy. Marks had a great game, just pound them the ball. It was like 3rd and 4 before he went to the pass. Just give it. I mean, you look at maybe 4 down territory, and the offensive line, they need to help Miller because he's manning up and taking so much pounding, and the edges, they're just coming off with 2 tackles. And I really didn't think it's defense's fault. They're doing everything they can. And you can't lose to Minnesota. I mean, come on. When I think of Minnesota, I think of like Prince and rest in peace, Prince. I don't think about the Gophers.
Hey, I think of Sam Darnold. That's why I think of Sam Darnold.
Man.
I mean, let's be. I mean, this. I mean, I think I called you guys like a few games ago, a few weeks ago. I've been AC fan since the Rodney Peete era. It's just this one hurts. I mean, I think that this is so crazy. I'm willing to bet you they're going to beat Penn State next Saturday. I just don't think they play to the level of competition. They played down to Minnesota. I mean, I get it. Minnesota lost a tough one to Michigan, whom SC should have beat as well.
But we played bad today.
You can't lose to the Gophers.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Nick, thanks for the call.
100%.
No, I understand. You can understand why this one in particular hurts because I think for a lot of USC fans out there, right? I mean, so far this year, our one loss was at Michigan, a loss that you don't want. It was disappointing, but in some ways,
gave that one away too.
Right, but in some ways, you understand it. You see that game on the schedule, and you think, okay, this isn't going to be a sure thing. But I think obviously for a lot of USC fans who felt like there was a chance that could be just the only or maybe the only 2 losses on the schedule. I think that today's unfortunate reminder to them that there's
can't lose to Minnesota, like he said.
Problems.
We lost to Prince and them. Can't do it. Man.
Let's go to. We got Kershaw in L.A. Kershaw, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, man. What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to ask, besides, the loss tonight, I don't really want to speak on it. I just want to know where do we go from here, like what's next? I know we got Penn State coming in, and that's probably going to be the best D-line we play. But, outside of even that game, like how do you approach Tuesday when we come to practice? Like, what's the approach? Do you guys think that this game was just one of those, it was one of those games, or like what's the approach on Tuesday? If you're a coach, if you're Lincoln Riley, how are you approaching Tuesday?
If I'm the coach, we got hitting drills tomorrow morning. We got hitting drills. We got pod drill. We got 9-on-7. We got live special teams kickoff, punt return. Then we're restarting practice over halfway through just cause. No music. Start over from stretch. Everybody take your gloves and visors off. No swag or drip allowed this whole week, matter of fact. And I'm not matter of fact, no Gatorade. All water. No flavor for nobody. And that's how we doing it all week long. Wednesday, we might go just shells.
Can we clip that and can we use that as your resume, like your reel, your demo reel for coaching jobs, if you're going to apply for any coaching jobs, just send them that clip.
We got heavy leg day Monday, max squats. We got, I'm bringing a Marine in. We're doing a whole beach workout, gray shirts. Black shorts, no logos, no numbers, no names, no survivors. That's how I'm so serious. I get toxic on NCAA with my team if we lose. So I encourage a whole lot of transfers at the end of the year when I lose games in my online dynasty. So if I had that type of power, there ain't no telling what practice would look like.
Thanks, Sue. I needed that laugh, man. I needed that. All right, we're winding things down here. 866-961-3776 is the number if you want to get in any last segment phone calls. Again, that's 866-961-3776. Trojans fall at Minnesota 24-17, the final score. One more call before our final break of the show. Let's go to Carter in Vegas. Carter, welcome to Trojans Wrap Up.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing all right. Would you want to play for Sua if Sua's a coach? Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I respect it. Everything. the water only, like, I'm with it.
Even in Vegas where it's like 115 degrees?
Man, I'm with it. I'm with it, especially after losing to Minnesota. Like they said, pancakes. Dave Chappelle, we just lost to Minnesota. So,
game blouses.
Blouses. Exactly, brother. Blouses. I got a couple, really just questions for you guys. I'm getting over the loss. I'm an emotional guy, but what do we need to do to get Zachariah Branch involved? You know, I'm wondering from a scheming standpoint, like move him around, get him in the backfield, get him in the slot, get him on the edge, reverses. What exactly needs to happen? And then my other question for you guys, I love Lincoln. I'm not reactionary, but if we look at Caleb,
I'm reactionary.
Well, I feel it, brother. I feel it. But I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to maintain. I just cracked open a brew. I'm trying to simmer down. But, Caleb, Kyler, Baker, who's such to me, but Baker, Jalen Hurts, those are the quarterbacks that Lincoln has kind of hung his hat on. I don't believe that Miller Moss is any of those guys. So are we seeing that Lincoln's ceiling is really his quarterback ceiling and not the other way around? He's not really the QB guru that he's made out to be? Or am I being too emotional and it's just a loss and the sun comes up tomorrow and we get over it?
I think he's already – I think he's already got the Heismans to answer whether or not he's a QB guru.
I mean, despite the talent level,
because I just don't. A Heisman is an individual award.
Well, yeah, I mean, you need the Heisman. You need a guy who can win the Heisman, of course.
I just think for the first part of the question, Zach, like I was saying earlier, whether it's handoffs at the running back position, jet sweep, something, he needs to find his identity in his offense immediately before that snowballs. But bro, Lincoln has been blessed with Heisman Trophy talent at quarterback position. That's undenying that. So we're seeing now a team that does not have that type of talent at quarterback. And that's not a knock on Miller. It's just a fact. We don't have a Heisman Trophy talent at quarterback this year. So it's requiring everybody on offense to do their part. And that includes a running game that is not there. And Caleb would cover up for that with his legs or with things he could do with his arms. And that would sometimes get us in trouble. So that would sometimes win us games. But we don't have that luxury anymore. So we're really missing the run game. And even when the run game is working, we don't stick to it. We use it.
I mean, it had success tonight. Woody Marks had
even when it's working, we don't believe in it. So I just don't think that anybody would have success in an offense where you better be on it passing the ball every single game, or there's a potential that it might come down to the last drive, and that's what it's been the last 3 weeks.
Woody Marks carried it 28 times, 134 yards, and a touchdown in this one. Certainly a good game from him. All right, Carter, thanks for the call. We're going to take our final break. We'll get to a couple more calls after this. Sue and I are going to name our Arco top-tier performances of the game. We'll look ahead to next week's big matchup with Penn State, and then we will try to move on from this one. Trojans fall to Minnesota 24-17. 866-961-3776 is our number. We'll be back with more Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo on the ESPN LA Trojans Media Network.
Hi, it's Hannah, and welcome to the HannahCast. Today, Piggy Bank's gonna fuel our episode with questions about Arco rewards. Yep, earn up to $5 in rewards at sign up. Uh-huh, and 5 cents on every gallon. Sounds pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? Here you go. Learn how to earn at arcorewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Consent not required for purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
USC Trojan fans, Smart Stop Self Storage is ready for game day. Smart Stop Self Storage is committed to making the self-storage experience easy and hassle-free for all Trojan fans. Whether you're storing your Trojans tailgate gear, need temporary storage while moving to a new home, or need a storage solution for your business, we're here for you with convenient locations throughout Southern California. Smart Stop Self Storage, the smarter way to store. Visit smartstop.com to reserve your space today. Fight on. Fight on.
Support for USC football comes from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News and World Report has once again named Children's Hospital Los Angeles the #1 hospital for kids in California. Ranked in the top 10 nationally, CHLA has been on the honor roll of best children's hospitals since the prestigious list was created. They've been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 120 years. Whether it's for routine care or life-saving needs, families turn to CHLA when the outcome matters. Clinical excellence, breakthrough research, and world-class expertise for kids. Find a doctor at chla.org.
Tommy Trojan is at the 10, the 5, touchdown, USC!
Make big plays on the field and in life. With iTrust Capital, you can buy and sell crypto 24/7 with the tax benefits of a retirement account. That's right, invest in crypto with the tax advantages of an IRA. iTrust Capital is easy to use and has no sign-up fees. Don't be a Monday morning quarterback. Make big plays now. Visit itrustcapital.com/USC to start investing today. The official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. Taxes and conditions may apply. Fees apply. Cryptocurrencies are a speculative investment.
You're listening to USC football on the home of the Trojans. 710 ESPN. Fight on.
Welcome back to Trojans Wrap Up presented by Modelo. Sua Cravens, Jason Schwartz with you after USC falls to Minnesota 24-17. This is our final segment. We've had a lot of calls tonight, Sua. A lot of calls, a lot of passionate Trojan fans disappointed for sure, and probably going to hear more of the same here with our last couple callers. Let's get to Joey in Rancho. Joey, welcome to the show.
What's up, boys? Appreciate you guys taking the call.
Yeah, thanks for calling, Joey.
Sua, you went to Vista Marietta, and my boys in blue at Bishop Ama beat you guys a couple weeks ago.
Woo!
Bro, man.
Wow.
Man.
Hey, but much
Kick him while he's down, Joey. Kick him while he's down.
He's not saying nothing. He's not saying anything.
Hey, but much respect to you, dog. You're a baller. I'm not even gonna lie.
I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, but watching that SC game, man, it was frustrating, and I played offensive line, so I keep an eye on the offensive line sometimes, and I was watching the right tackle, man, his offensive pass set was just ridiculous. Like, it was such a short set, and the defensive end always beat him on a speed rush every single time. And I think that's some of the reason why Miller Moss doesn't have any time in that pocket.
You know, like I said, I don't want to harp on the O-line. We've talked about the O-line
a lot.
So O-line, we know the issues. We know what we're dealing with. We know what to expect at this point. And, I did see positive out of them is that we can run the ball. So if we can't protect Miller, we're going to have to run the ball at this point. And it was working. So I don't see why we wouldn't do that going forward. But I don't know any other answer that we could give as far as helping the O-line out, because right now there's just no answers as far as 4-man pressures, let alone 5.
Thanks for the call, Joey. All right, last caller tonight. Let's go to Whittier. We got Eddie. Eddie, welcome back to the show.
Hey, how's it going, fellas? I don't know if I could save the best for last, but I am ready to leave a position group and some coaches back in Minnesota. I think it needs to be done, man. Like, I'm coming in hot. I'm frustrated. The whole Trojan Nation is frustrated. I think we started off thinking we were back, and I think we had a reality check. I think I don't know. I think some people are not doing their job correctly, or something has to change at practice or something, because these guys look like they ain't doing anything. So some of these guys look like they just looking for some NIL or something. They don't look like they want to play football, man. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm being too harsh. Sua, I see your tweets. I'm with you, man. It's just frustrating. I don't know. Like, we can blame the refs, we can blame this, but I don't know. It just once I saw that they scored that touchdown and the time management, we just, Lincoln Riley hasn't really
touchdown?
The end to end of the game, the last second touch, with a minute left. When I saw that they scored that, I was just kind of like, we don't manage time well. Like, we need to go down the field, and we keep going 4, 6, 7 yards, kind of like we did against Michigan. We just, I don't know, the management of the time and the plays. Like,
no, Eddie, we hear you, man. We hear you. We hear the frustrations for sure. I'm not sure time management wise at the end of the game there, what else, could be done. I thought, the way they used the timeouts, they did what they had to do. Minnesota, what'd you think of Minnesota's decision to go for it right there?
I told you they was going. I didn't even know.
What'd you think of the decision?
I mean, a field goal was never on the table. If he 100% said to himself, USC is not, they have not scored 99 yards all day. They're struggling right now on offense. They can't protect their quarterback. They're going to have to pass. If we don't score right here on this 4th down, more than likely, we get a safety because they're not going to run the ball. So,
but if you're that confident in them not being able to drive the length of the field, then why
go
not?
For it.
Then why not take the points and make them
because then why give them a chance for a field goal? Why give them a chance for a field goal?
Fair enough. All right, Eddie, thanks for the call, man. And appreciate all the calls. Definitely a tough one for the Trojan family tonight, as you can hear, a lot of frustration out there. 866, that's our number for next week, 866-961-3776, because Eddie was our last caller. Thanks, Eddie, and again, thanks everyone for calling. All right, to wrap things up here, we got to get to our Arco top-tier performances of the game. Sua, who you got?
I picked him, even though it doesn't matter, but Easton Arnold, he had, I think, 14 tackles today.
Including one in which he threw a guy down. That was kind of costly.
Would have been 15 if that counted. So
it was 15 yards. had a bad
you
time of the game.
Who my impact player was, and I tell you, and now you're over here throwing salt all over it. So who was your impact player?
I mean,
the kicker, the punter, which one?
Both had good games, Sua.
None of them costed us 15 yards.
Woody Marks. I mean, you got to go Woody. 20 carries, 134 yards, a touchdown. I thought for Kyron Hudson, Deuce Robinson, good games for them too, solid. But Woody was really consistent, averaged almost 7 yards per carry. So he's my Arco top tier performance of the game. All right, moving on to next week. Penn State coming to the Coliseum. That is going to be a tough one. It's at home. We'll see how the Trojans fare at home, but Penn State's going to come in undefeated at 5-0, 2-0 in conference play. They beat UCLA today 27-11. What are you expecting to see next week?
Penn State's offense is mid, too. I'm going to just go out and say it. Their offense
is anybody
mid.
that good this year?
Ohio State looks all right.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Ohio
they
State
won big
looks
today,
all right.
35-7.
Oregon looks okay. But that's it.
Okay, so Penn State,
Offense is mid. Offense is definitely mid. Drew will throw you the ball if you pressure him. If you get pressure on Drew, he will throw that ball to defense into double coverage. A lot of interceptions that could be had, but we don't get pressure on the quarterback right now. So we'll see. Got to stop the run. I don't see why the ball would even be in Drew's hands. They should run the ball every play until we stop it.
12:30 kickoff at the Coliseum. I really hate to do this to you, but just bringing up the score. You know, we pick scores every week.
No, but why? But we lost, so it doesn't even matter what I chose because we lost. So let's just move on.
All right, we'll move on.
All right,
42-17.
Good buddy.
All right, Sue, what's your score prediction for next week? Penn State in the Coliseum. Sue was thinking.
21-17. 21-17. And that's crazy. And that's wild to say.
21-17.
21-17, baby.
USC.
Woo! Everybody have a good weekend. Fantasy. Yeah, 21-17.
That would be a good weekend for sure. Next week, 12:30 kickoff at the Coliseum. Undefeated Penn State in the house to take on the Trojans. Trojans looking to bounce back after the loss today at Minnesota. So I covered a lot tonight. Got a lot of calls, a lot of frustrations out from the USC fans out there. Any final thoughts?
Padres are trash.
Fantasy better win tomorrow.
Fantasy better win tomorrow. I'm going to crash out. Tyrone and Jerome, both of y'all got to wear glasses when you text me, so whenever you reply, I know you got to reach for your bedside glasses to talk to me. Y'all are two bats. The blind leading the blind. Stop talking crazy in the group chat, and y'all can't put money on it. Y'all are scary, and you're both bald. I'm not jealous. I'm just stating facts, okay? Padres, trash. Dodgers, sweet.
I was so close to a perfect week last week. I had USC, the Dodgers, and my fantasy team all win. I just needed the Dolphins on Monday Night Football at home against the Titans.
I don't know why you thought that was going to happen.
The Titans.
Who's your quarterback?
Snoop Huntley. All right. Let's go home. Thanks everybody for all your calls. Again, the Trojans' next game next Saturday at the Coliseum as they host undefeated Penn State. Penn State coming in at 5-0. 12:30 kickoff. That means our coverage will begin with the Trojan Tailgate Show at 10:30 a.m. The executive producer for USC football is Matt Wells. Our producer is Rick Cutler. And in the studio is Brian Cohen with Jose De La Roca on highlights. For Sua Cravens, I'm Jason Schwartz. Once again, the Trojans fall to Minnesota 24-17. This has been USC Trojans Wrap Up. Fight on, everybody.
You've been listening to the USC Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Modelo.
An exclusive presentation by USC Sports Properties and Playfly Sports.
Stay tuned right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA USC Trojan Media Network. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. All week long for everything USC Trojans. Fight on.
Fight on.